Hey everybody, Tiffany here. Since it's December already, I thought it might be fun for me to share another one of my past December dailies with you. A couple of weeks ago, I shared my 2014 December daily, and today I'm sharing my 2013 December daily with you. I looked at this on the shelf and realized I only had like 2.5 pages to finish. So I finished those up really quickly last week. I added a few embellishments to the cover of the album and it's ready to share with you. So I feel really good about finishing the project and also being able to share it with you to hopefully encourage some of you guys to take advantage of this month of festivity in order to do your own December daily. So on the front, you'll notice this is mostly new product. I have a tag that's Heidi Swap. I think the letters, the glitter number stickers are also Heidi Swap. And then this plaid piece here came from Michael's. I think it's their Recollection brand, as did the Snowflake. And then I have some washi tape behind it here that actually came from the Target Dollar Spot. So kind of fun that I was able to mix a bunch of different products together. I used some twine from my stash for the tag, and I also put a jewel in the middle of the snowflake. That was from my stash too. I used a snap album for my 2013 album, and it is one that does not necessarily have page protectors at very many spots within the month, and I have mixed feelings about that, but I'm glad I get to share it with you. This first page, December Documented, I was just trying something out over here with the scalloped edge, and I have to say I don't love it. I probably wouldn't do my title page like this year, but it's perfectly fine for 2013. I added this little tag as I was finishing up the album. I added this little tag from the new Heidi Swap stuff that I'd gotten, and also that same Target Dollar Spot washi tape, because I didn't want the cover of the album to be the only places where those particular things were found. So I sprinkled them in a little bit throughout the album. What's funny is that I'm not sure why I have this page at all, because I actually like this page, which is technically the real title page, better. So I guess if this other one got on my nerves, I could always just take it out. I liked how I popped up some of these circles here. I like that I popped up this old calendar page, and you can see I added some of that same new washi tape in an effort to make the album feel a little more cohesive. I don't know if you can tell, but I did ink some of the edges, which again is something I totally would not do now, but I think it gives it kind of a cool look, and I'm glad I get to look back at that. You all may hear the train in the video. Sorry if that's obnoxious, but I don't know their schedule, so whatever. So December 1st, of course, is always all about the decorating, and I have a picture of my mantle, have a larger photo of my tree. I added another one of those tags, and then I have a couple of other decorations photos. You notice I don't really have any journaling for day one because, I mean, let's be real, the decorations pretty much speak for themselves. I was still really interested in fibers and that kind of thing in 2013, so you can see some of those there. Day 2 is a picture of my girl. I made her some vegetable soup and got a picture of her eating it on the couch, and also a picture of the soup. So there's a little bit of journaling there, which I think is fun. I layered transparency over it for like a decorative accent, and I like that, but it does make it a little bit hard to read the journaling, so that would be something I'm going to keep in mind for this year's album. Over here, day 3 is about our football championship, and I have some pictures of some of my kids from that year, and my door decorated. I journaled quite a bit about it because that was a big deal for our school, and if you guys follow me on Instagram or you listen to the podcast, you know that I'm a huge football fan. So there's that. Day 4 was just a photo of one of my favorite shows, The Big Bang Theory. I probably should have some journaling on that, but it was kind of a filler page if I'm being totally honest. Day 5, I had a couple of selfies, and I used some pocket cards in order to, to have like a title, and also to do a little bit of journaling, quasi-journaling, since I just put check marks about the ones that apply to me. Day 6 focused on a couple of different things. One of my good friends, Sergeant, had surgery, and so I took a picture of him there. I also have something about the weather. It was kind of nasty outside. Day 7, I thought this was sort of fun. I took a screenshot of the podcasts that were on my phone, and then I printed that out, and that way I can always remember the different podcasts that I listen to. Ironically, the Scrap Gals isn't on there because, as Tracy likes to point out, I don't usually go back and listen to our shows. It's like I was there for the first time, so why would I go back and listen? But I've since remedied that, so y'all don't worry. Day 8 was about Sergeant's dog, Lily. She spends some time with us whenever he's out of town or under the weather, and there was Lily loving on us. She's a sweet little dog. Day 9 was about a celebratory pep rally that we had after winning the state championship. And I did one of my favorite things there. I actually layered a tag on the other side, but I used it as a chance to do some decorative elements here at the top with glossy accents. I was a little messy with the glossy accents, and you can see a little bit more of it around those stars than I would have liked. But live and learn. That's okay. Day 10 is about Kelsey's house. She had an 8 a.m. class that semester, just like she does this semester. I could kill her. And so one of the 2 days, I do her a favor, and I stop and pick her up at her house and take her up to campus so she doesn't have to get up super early and walk. So this is me waiting outside of her house for her to come. And I hope she appreciates me. Her mama does quite a bit for her. Hopefully she recognizes that. I think she does most of the time. Day 11, and this may seem kind of lame to some people, but one of the things that I always do around the holidays is go and take care of my end of the year doctor appointments. Oh, this is stuck. Now see, this happened to me in my 2014 album too. I guess I stuck the tag too far down and it doesn't want to come out, so I'm going to have to deal with that. But I guess you could just like lift the picture up. Anyway, this is about one of my doctor's appointments and just a picture of like the little lobby area. Day 12. Excuse me, I'm still trying to get over the Kentucky crud. Day 12 was about a blind date that I went on. This was 2013. I was still single, and I met a couple of really nice guys online, and we would go out on a date. This guy's name was Jeff. He was from Lexington. He was super nice, but quite frankly, just the distance thing I didn't think was going to work, and there wasn't that spark. You know how that goes. So my comment here is, well, another one date wonder, another one bites the dust. I was feeling pretty disappointed and kind of disenchanted with the whole online dating thing by that point. And then, of course, if you guys have been following me on the podcast or following my blog, you know that the fella and I actually started dating in January of 2014. So it's kind of fun to look back and to see this and to see what I wrote and to have that memory, because that's a time in my life that, is very different than it is now. December 13th was about having dinner at my friend Lori's house, and I did not take a picture. I was so bad. So I hunted for a picture that she and I had taken together in like July or August of that year, and I used that. So it wasn't like exactly what I wanted for my December daily, but it was a reasonable alternative. So I'm glad that I have that picture of the two of us there. December 14th was all about proctoring the ACT. I'm doing that again this year in December. I generally give the ACT 3 or 4 times a year at least. And so I took a picture of my testing materials and, not any questions or anything. Nobody report me to ACT, but just my little grouping of stuff. Day 15 is just a picture of my daughter and Jake. Aren't they cute? They've grown up so much since then. Day 16 is a picture of my grand dog, Ollie. Now, I don't really have any journaling on day 15 or 16, but that's okay because not every page has to have a ton of journaling in your December daily. I give myself permission to kind of have a mix. I liked this idea. Day 17 is just this Project Lifestyle card, and on the back I wrote about how I had all these chances to take photos that day and I didn't do any of them. You know, kind of a shame on me. So even though I don't have a photo for that day, I do have a story, and that's important. Day 18 is some of the lights in our downtown square. I really should probably have some journaling about that. I'm not sure when I'm, 97 if I'll remember that that's where that was. So, I need to do better about things like that. Here's some more photos there. Oh wait, here's the journaling. Okay, so I see what I did. Day 19 actually kind of continues. Okay. So here's another one of those. I slipped the journaling in behind the picture. And don't you know, it wants to stick in all the wrong places. That is so frustrating. But it's kind of fun that I have the story written out. And, when I'm doing this year, I just need to be a little more aware of, what kind of adhesive I'm using and where. Sorry about that. Day 20 was, one of those days where I didn't really have anything to talk about. Quite frankly, it was probably a day that I spent at home in my pajamas, if I'm being honest. And so I just took a close-up picture of one of my favorite little decorations. These are the antique Santas that belong to my great-grandparents. They're from the 1930s, 1940s, and they're some of my favorite. So I'm glad that I have that little close-up shot. I also included a photo that has a close-up of some of the ornaments on my Christmas tree. And again, I don't really talk about them, but I think that it's neat that I have those. And on the back, I have another photo adhered directly to it. And this is the view of my Christmas tree from the outside of my house. And I really want to play with that this year and maybe do some things with the tripod to get a better quality photo. But I think that angle is pretty cool. Day 21 was about Kelsey's new little dog, my new little grand dog, Frankie, or Franklin. You can see him here. And yeah, I probably should have done some more journaling about that. Instead, I just have this, kind of vague title, Scenes from Home. Day 22 was about getting together, with friends. And so here I have Kelsey and Jake posing in front of our friend's Christmas tree, the Davenports. And then here is their huge family celebration. Set the timer and had to hop into a chair and all that. That's always so relaxing, right? But it was really fun to have a photo of all of us, and I hope that we'll do that again this year. I get together with them every year for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and there are many years where we have not done a full group shot like this, and I want to make that kind of like a resolution for myself to do that. And I'd also like to do that here at home when, when the fella and his little boy and Kelsey and Jake come over. I would like to do some group shots of all of us. Day 23 is a selfie. Again, I propped my camera up on something and took a picture of myself. And I was dressed up to go to a party, I think. Maybe I wouldn't have been at work at this time, so I must have been going somewhere. Otherwise, I'm like totally in my pajamas on Christmas break. But I like this photo because it's got that really soft quality from the lights. You've got the little bit of the bokeh effect in the reflection in the window. And I think it's a flattering photo of me too, so I really like it. Again, I didn't journal about that, but that's okay. Day 24, sorry again, is Christmas Eve, of course, and here we have Kelsey and Jake posing with their dogs, Ollie and Frankie. I've got a couple of little pictures down here. I think that I took these on my phone, and so some of them weren't super crisp, and that's okay. I added one of those Heidi Swap tags here with some baker's twine that I already had. This was one of the pages that hadn't been finished. So like I'd gotten all the way to day 23 and then I'd stopped. I mean, talk about being a weasel. I just needed to I needed some reason to make myself finish those last 2 days. And making this video, of course, was my impetus. So thank you for holding me accountable. And day 25, you know, this was not an easy day for me, I have to say. It was pretty quiet. I have my journaling here on a little journaling card. And it's not that I hated the day or anything, but when you're single and your children are grown, or they have, you know, other family to visit, or their spouse's family or whatever, then you have to be a little bit flexible. And so this was, yeah, this was like that for me. But I cherish this photo for so many reasons. I've got Louder Dog here, who's cuddled up next to me. Of course, he's gone now. I've got the little reminder that I was surfing the internet. I'm on my iPad. I have my lovely glowing Christmas tree in the background. And it was really simple for me to put this last page together with some letter stickers and some of that washi tape, and then another one of those tags with the twine. I had already done the journaling and just had it kind of laying in the book. So that made it super easy. You know, I could just stick that behind the photo and call it done. So there you have it. That is my 2013 December daily. I hope that maybe it has given you some ideas for how you might approach your December daily. Or maybe it gave you some ideas of some things not to do. I don't know. But if you enjoyed it, then please leave me some love here on my YouTube channel. And I'll be back soon. I've got to finish up September, October, and November in my Traveler's Notebooks so that I can make those videos and upload those for you. So that's really on my to-do list for the next couple of weeks. I hope I can get it all done. And hopefully the next time I make a video, I won't be coughing randomly, and maybe the train won't be coming through near my house at all. All right, well, I hope you decide to do a December daily. I hope that you had fun watching this. And until I talk to you again, go and be crafty.